all right? We're at Illinois, the Illini. It's called the Illini drill, all right? Some places I've had this before, it was called the Badger drill. Sometimes it was called the Hog drill. When I was in New York, right, it was also the Bronx drill, right? So there's a lot of different things coming at you. But the Illini drill is for all position groups to simulate an offensive player, a defensive player involved in a short, tight blocking environment with the ball that's being run behind them, right? So this is the first look. So this is the core. You'll see station 1. We'll get to station 2 here in a minute. And over here to the far right, there's actually station 3. But station 1 is our bigs, right? So this is our offensive line against our defensive line and outside linebackers. We have the center snapping the ball to the QB exchange, handing the ball to a tailback, right? Now, you can put these guys in a variety of different positions and have your offense and your formations take on a path. But this is our basic day 1 example of the line drill. So what we'll have here is a tight fight, all right, where we want these guys being pretty much head up to outside shade. And what I want these two players to do is learn how to strain, all right? I want them to strain and fight against one another without picking a side. I don't want them to run around. I don't want them to olay. I want them to be involved in a tight fight as the ball comes up. Now, the reason this drill is so good, in my opinion, it teaches the ball carrier how to run and be able to read and set up a ball carrier or a defensive player by running the football. I want the element of the exchange of the ball. So I want to snap. I want to be able to get the ball to his hands. Again, it could be quarterback shotgun, but this is day 1, so we start off in dot, ball at home. So here's the core element, all right? 2 players in a tight, concise, their ball has to be run between the bags, and it has to be right up on the heels of this offensive player. What I want these guys to do is play with defensive extension. I want them to play with offensive extension. Don't get in here and get in a little alligator competition. I want to see guys extend, and I want to see guys move their feet, and I want that strain to exist. I want that strain to exist. Here you see the ball carrier get up, and now he's got to make a decision. One cut. I don't want him standing back here and disco fire, right? I want him to take a direct path to the block point and make a decision. So this is a really good execution of ball, delivery, exchange. And now he's going to read off that block, all right? Now, in this window, all right, it's a very tough drill. It's not meant to be easy. We want these guys to strain and fight till the ball carrier clears the heels of the defensive player. At this defensive player, I want him to work on engaging and disengaging, all right? Defensive players can't make a tackle because they get off a block. Anybody can have an unblocked tackle, all right? I want to get good at making plays in tight spaces, all right? So this is a good look at it from behind. Again, first exchange, second exchange, and then the cut, all right? So this is really realistic, good football for a lot of good people. I want people engaged and watching. So these are all the bigs down here going good on good, all right? So as a defensive player, here you see OC, right? Owen Carney. These are two NFL players, right? 2 guys that'll be in the NFL next year. Vadarian Lowe is at the combine. OC just got done playing the Hula Bowl, showed up very well. These are 2 really good players against one of our best players, Chase Brown, and a quarterback and a center who else I believe will get a chance to play in the NFL. But these 2 guys are involved in a tight fight. Here you see the extension, but now OC does a little bit of a peek here. He's playing peekaboo, all right? So he's trying to look around. He gets high. I don't want you to look high. Look through the inside shoulder or the inside shoulder, but as soon as he gets high, look what V does then. Now he begins to engage and move, right? Most defensive players, right? Key coaching point. When you got extension, we want you to look through the shoulders on either side. If you look at the peeking above, you're going to get taken for a ride. And you'll see this happen commonly with a lot of our players. Here's another good rep. All right, this is actually, again, an offensive tackle. Now this is against a defensive tackle, right? But again, you got the same key elements. Everybody's going to engage. Now you see the defensive player really do a good job here of getting off, but the thing he lacks is what? No extension. He just stays fight in this little dinosaur battle, all right? Everybody can have 18-inch arms here and nothing's happened. He has no extension. Because he has no extension, he can't get off, and he guesses with his eyes inside, and now we got a situation. Play with extension. Defensive football is played with extension and vision to be able to understand where the ball is, all right? A really good example there, even though he came off the ball, he knocked the defensive player back. None of that is good because here's the play he needs to make, and he can't make it. I want the ball carrier to stay tight. There's people coming from all different angles. It's not how far away you can run, so the ball carrier's got to learn to stay tight to the fight and play in tight traffic, all right? Here's another good example. Again, good engagement, all right? Misses with his hands here. Now we're getting a little bit of a struggle, and I think JP Pearl
does a great job of overtaking this, makes it an easy cut. We don't want to pick sides, all right? Stay in the midline, play with extension, make this guy read and cut off of you, and the world will be a better day. We take a side, and this is an easy run. Again, there's people coming in here. This is our very first day of doing this in spring drills. We got to make sure we understand the drill a little bit better for all people involved, right?